Applying for graduate study at SUNY New Paltz. Hi, my name is Vika Shak and I'm the Director of Graduate and Extended Learning. During normal times, you would be able to find me in the Graduate Studies office, Old Main 127. The windows above the red arrow is actually my office. Today, we're going to quickly review the application process. I'll show you how to find the admission requirements for your program and then take a guided tour through submitting an application. However, similar to many of you, I'm working from home. As such, I need to introduce our special guest star, Eva. She can become chatty, so I will apologize in advance for any distractions. The application process can be broken down into 3 basic steps. First, the preparation stage, which focuses on researching your graduate program. Second, the beginning your application, which involves creating your account and completing the online portion. And finally, managing, which occurs after you submit your application within your Applicant Portal. Step 1 is to prepare. Before you jump into the application, you need to do some research. I recommend that you begin your research on our graduate programs page. This page provides you with a quick overview of the program, including deadlines and links to the schedule and appointment with our admissions advisor, or view the full program description in our graduate catalog. While reviewing the program information, note which terms your program collects applications for admission and determine when you want to begin your graduate study. If you're ready to move forward, click the program details link to open the catalog. The catalog provides you with an overview of the program, a complete listing of admission requirements, and the curriculum and degree requirements. If you click on the Admission Requirements tab to determine how many references you should prepare, if your program wants a generic admission essay or if there are specific guidelines, and whether or not test scores are required. So in this example, I see that the MA English program requires official transcripts, a 3.0 GPA, 3 letters of recommendation, and a 10-page writing sample. If I were an international applicant, then I would need to prepare TOEFL or IELTS scores as well. Ready to begin? Let's click the Apply Now button and we'll get started. So you can actually begin an application directly from our catalog or from our website. All first-time users will need to create an account and verify their email and password before beginning the application. Admissions tip: before beginning the application, make sure that you have contact information for your references. All other admission requirements may be uploaded after you submit your application. International applicants should be prepared to upload a JPEG or a PDF of your passport. You will be asked for additional information upon submission of your application. Our online application follows our academic year, which always begins with the fall semester. So to determine which year to select, ask yourself when you want to begin your program. Remember, not all programs admit for fall, spring, and summer terms. So using the earlier example of the MA in English program, this program admits in the fall and spring terms. Therefore, I would begin by saying, I want to begin my program in the fall 2021 term. Looking at the example in this application, I see that fall 2021 is part of academic year 2021-22. So I selected academic year 2021-22 from the drop-down menu and press Create Application. Once you open the application, you'll see a resource list or a table of contents along the left side of your screen. The first link for personal background collects basic information. I do want to note that while the application collects birth date and birth sex, applicants may update their account with preferred name, pronouns, and gender designation within their applicant portal after submitting their application. If you indicate that you are a U.S. citizen, then a new tab will appear asking if you are a veteran, active military, or dependent of a veteran or active military member. Next tab is where you'll indicate your program or major and the term that you wish to begin. So I'm continuing with our example of MA English and Fall 2021 as my start term. Depending on the program that you select, you may see new tabs asking for information specific to that major. As an English applicant, I now have a new page asking if I am interested in applying for a TA position. Not all majors will have supplementary program pages like this example, but you may see a page asking for test scores if your program requires them. English does not require test scores, so we'll move forward. In the academic history section, you must include every college or university that you attended and earned college credit. Click Add Institution, begin typing your institution's name, and select your college from the drop-down list. If your college does not appear, you may type in the information. You may upload a copy of your transcript at this point, but it is not required in order to submit your application. And note, international applicants, please include a link to the English translation of your university's website. References. Make sure that you include contact information for the appropriate number of references that your program requires, which you learned from reviewing the catalog in Step 1. References are emailed, so make sure that your contact information, including the email address, is correct. Also, note the FERPA rights information section. Before requesting a recommendation, you must indicate if you are choosing to waive your right to view a recommendation after enrolling in a graduate program or not. This information will be shared with the recommender, so you may not change your mind at a later date. Information release waiver. Graduate studies will not speak to a third party about your application without your explicit consent. Therefore, if you want us to speak with a third party, like a family member, please complete this section. Signature. In lieu of a handwritten signature, we require that you type in your full legal name in order to finalize your application. This last section of the application provides you with a review of any potential problems or errors that need correcting. We highlight two different types of problem areas. The first are errors that must be corrected before submitting your application, such as this example. They'll be denoted in a red hyperlink. The hyperlink will actually take you back to the section that needs correction. The second is a warning or issue that may be updated or corrected after submission. Here is an example of a less serious warning that is indicated by an orange hyperlink. You can think of these warnings as a heads up that you may need to provide additional information at a later date. However, at this point, you may submit your application and remedy any missing information via your applicant portal. To clarify, submitting your application means that you are sending the information you've input thus far to the graduate studies staff. The program faculty will not see your application at this point. Upon submitting your application, you will be redirected to your applicant portal. You've made it to the final phase. It's important to note that this iteration of your portal is incomplete at this stage, since your personalized checklist has not yet been updated. It may take up to an hour before your complete admissions checklist becomes available. As such, expect to receive an email from SUNY New Paltz Graduate Admissions, that's gradstudies@newpaltz.edu, with a link to your portal and login information. To prevent missing any communications about your application, add this email to your safe sender list. Your applicant portal is key to managing your application. You can track your application status, as we saw the bar across the picture. You can update your account with a preferred name, pronouns, or gender designation. You may pay your application fee, and you may also manage your references, your test scores, or portfolio by clicking the Manage Application at the top of your screen. And of course, you may also upload your checklist items from within your portal. Again, one of our tips is to wait to begin uploading items until after your program checklist has been updated, approximately 60 minutes after submission of your application. As always, we recommend that you check your portal regularly. Our office will communicate application activities like confirmation of you paying your application fee, notes from our staff, and if admitted, you will be able to view and download your admission letter from within the portal. And that's it. You've successfully made it through an online application. If you have any questions about the application process or you get stuck, please reach out to us via email at gradstudies@newpaltz.edu. Thank you for joining me today. Stay healthy and safe.